Hey, what's up? Fred Hearn. How you doing, brother? This has been booked by the Blood and Haunt families. They all want to celebrate and congratulate you as I do on the opening of a haunted attraction called Hell's Dungeon. Thank you, man. I actually remember signing your first ever business card because I don't get many of those. And I'm so glad that it means and forever remains a cherished possession. So again, get ready for the Halloween season as best we can and keep bringing the shocks and the scaretaculars and the real life up close and personal mayhem. So God bless you, man. The haunted attraction, Hell's Dungeon. Peace.
Well, my name is Fred Hearn. I'm the owner-operator of Hell's Dungeon. I like to think I'm the head of this family because that's what we are. We're a family here. I've got an awesome set of family members here, groups that come in and work all hours of the night, 24/7. Once again, I talked about the haunt community and what it means. I give a shout out to Travis down at American Horrorplex. He taught me their family taught me what it was to be a haunt family. And I'm trying to get that involved in here, that if one person needs something, we're going to come to it. One of the things that, we talk about is Rufus is our leader. Rufus is the one that's assembled us all. But we have Rufus's rejects. And I explained that to someone today. Somebody said, well, what's Rufus's rejects? What exactly is the rejects? From what I've seen in this industry and in life in general, everybody's different. Everybody comes from different walks of life. You have different races, different, how do we say it? I can't say that word. Ethnicity. You get tongue-tied on that. Ethnicity. And, you have the LGBT, you have just anybody and everybody, young, old. And at some point in our lives, we've been rejected in life in general. And the one thing that we do here is we come together for one common cause. You all don't know how much this means to me. I've been thinking about this a long time. My kids can tell you, we've been through it a lot. Jessica's been through it, Ashley, Caitlin, Chris. 5, 6, 10 years, whatever this has been going on, they've had to listen to me about this. And now they've had to listen to me talk about each and every one of you all and how awesome you all have done. 2 months ago, Fred from Face Your Fears come out here and checked out the haunt. We had half the walls built. He walked out and he told me last night, he said, I never dreamed you'd have this wall. He said, when I walked out 2 months ago and these walls were half done and you didn't even have your permits, he said, I thought I'd see you next year. And I told him I didn't do it. I told him you all did it. I told him everybody in here had a part in this. Whether you come in and was able to give me 30 minutes or give me 12 hours a night. I can sit here and thank each and every one of you, but you know what? We got a show to put on. And we're going to put on a hell of a show. And I've done told you our vision. Our vision is not to be the best in Dayton, and I know everybody says this stuff. Our vision is to be the best in Ohio because we have something unique. We have something special in here. And each week is going to get better this year. Each year it's going to get better. I want to be here when I'm 65 collecting my Social Security check and my grandson comes up and says, Pappy, let's do this. Let's make this happen. Who are we?
Rejects!
Who are we?
Rejects!
Where are you at?
Hell's Dungeon!
Where are you at?
Hell's Dungeon!
Hello, my name is Kenny Baker,
I'm Miranda Wilder.
and we are managers here at Dayton, Ohio's brand new haunt, Hell's Dungeon.
Very, very, very excited for the season and for the seasons to come.
For us here at Hell's Dungeon, it is a great thrill and completion inside of our hearts to give back to the community, to see the joys and the magic of Halloween, of trick-or-treating, be reignited amongst those that may not have had the chance to experience it in their young lives, or even the older ones that might have forgotten that magic that once was when we ourselves were children.
We're all rejects, but we come together for one job, and that's to put on the best performance that we can.
It is our goal, as I've said in the past, to reconnect with the community, to bring back the hope, the love, and the joy that haunted houses and haunted families in general need to express across this Miami Valley. We'd like to address a special customer of ours that we have adopted as part of our haunt family. Her name is Allie.
Her dad reached out to me about 2 weeks ago and asked if we were wheelchair accessible, and I told him yes, we were. And he said that his daughter was wheelchair bound and sent me a picture of her, and I noticed her smile. And right then and there, I knew I wanted her to be our first customer and her family to come through.
Allie is an 8-year-old girl who has had a rough time from the beginning of her life in this short stay on this earth. Allie at the moment is wheelchair bound with mounting medical bills and difficulties that face her that her parents try desperately to struggle with to address. We here at Hell's Dungeon have taken the time to learn more about Allie and her family and have loved the fact that we've adopted her as one of our own.
As I got to know the family and we spoke a few more times and I spoke to him about being our first customer, he did let me know that what had happened to her when she was, I believe, 3 or 4 months old, that her biological father had strangled her, choked her, threw her on the ground, real abusive, and just didn't give a shit. And she was luckily able to be revived and saved when her grandparents took her to the hospital.
Allie's mother has been with her through everything. Her adopted dad is the one that actually reached out to us. He's been absolutely amazing. Allie has 2 brothers. One of them has autism.
Their family grew by about 60 to 70 people that first time we met and saw that smile.
Her family has gone through so much, and to do everything they can for their children and to give them the best life that they can, even given their situation.
We are dedicated to help them in any way that we can.
We all know the main focus here in a haunted house is acting. Acting to scare you, acting to make you laugh. But one thing we know that we can never fake is a true, genuine smile. So that's why the team here has adopted a fundraiser for Allie.
The fundraiser is called Smiles for Allie. For every person that comes through, everyone has the option to pay an extra $1 with your admission, and we have these purple skulls that everyone can sign and put up. All of the proceeds, every bit of that will go directly to Allie and her family to help them with whatever they may need. We are also doing photo ops this weekend for our grand opening, and proceeds from the photo ops will go directly to her family as well to help them with whatever they may need.
Allie, like everybody else in this community, we will adopt as part of the Hell's Dungeon family. We're in this together no matter what, and our heart goes out to anyone that might suffer during these times or any disability or struggle they might have going on in their personal lives. It is our goal, as I've said in the past, to reconnect with the community, to bring back the hope, the love, and the joy that haunted houses and haunted families in general need to express across this Miami Valley.
We love you, and we're thrilled that we got to add you and have you be our first customers. That will be a memory that all of us have for years to come, and we hope that we can do everything that we can to help you guys through everything. Because we're here for you and we want to do everything we can.
It means the world to me because my mom smiled all the time, and anybody you talk to that knew my mom always talked about her smile. And she had watched her mother pass away from cancer. Her 32-year-old son, my brother, died of cancer. My dad died of cancer. And when she found out she had cancer, she smiled and said, "It's in God's hands, Freddie. I can't do nothing about it." And my life growing up and my situations that I've been through, she would say, put it in God's hands and smile. She would always tell me, you can't fake a smile. The smile is the real deal. So to see that little girl smile like she did, it melted my heart because it reminded me so much of my mom. Knowing, the last few days, my mom, knowing in her mind and her heart that she was dying, but all she did was continue to smile. And that was the same way with my brother and my dad and all of them. A smile gets you and keeps you going, and you can't fake it. You can always tell a fake smile from a real smile. And so smiles are just so important, and it just melts my heart.
I would like to tell you guys thank you. Thank you for giving us a chance, allowing us to become part of your family as well as you become part of ours. And allowing, I know everybody, but I speak for myself on this, a constant reminder of all the hope and the joy that can be seen through moments of tragedy, times of helplessness. That little girl's smile, her laughter and everything could break down the toughest wall of sadness, depression, and the spirit of the magic of what we do here isn't dead. We might miss it, but it's still there in people like her and her family. And we love you. Thank you.
At least initially.
These are $130 shoes. My friend bought them when they were on sale for $7. That was my quarantine.
Oh yeah.
Like, I always forget. I gotta go find her tonight and then go back to my house.
Fun.
So I won't.
I'm good. Oh, that hurt really.
You want to just him on the thing. He likes to get down in his room. He tells you the rules and he dances for you.
Well, we are from hell, and that's apparently a sin.
Good?
I don't know. I think we need it longer.
Get on Main Street. Just get it over with, guys. He's blocking his face from being really sad. He can't see it.
I like your flower. It's pretty.
How's it, buddy? Yeah! Yep. We do a video with you guys with all.
Tip this over there.
That little short man. Michael comes home in 2 weeks.
What is he doing? This is what he did across the street too.
I don't think he knows how to do
I'm taking video of all. Oh God.
Just like Lord of the Rings.
That was almost out of your
Yeah.
It was a backpack version.
And they get the rest of them. I'm fine. Yeah.
I was looking that way. I wasn't paying attention.
Sorry.
I was looking at the car, and all of a sudden, last second, I was like, "Oh, you stopped."
God, he's straight up on that car.
They rolled the window.
Oh God.
It's almost time, kids. Time for trick-or-treating at Hell's Dungeon. The clock is ticking. Don't forget to join us from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. on October 31st at 3866 Linden Avenue in Dayton, Ohio. For all the candy you can handle. All witches, all skeletons, and all jack-o'-lanterns. Gather around and watch your screens.
heard the story of Rufus the Rejected?
No.
Nobody.
No.
Alright. Well, fun story. There was a kid about 50 years ago. His name was Rufus Hearn. And one night, there was somewhat of a tragedy on his farm. He was a shy kid. No one really paid much attention to him. Unnoticed most of the time. Well, when this tragedy struck and the police got out to his farm, they found Rufus's parents and about 8 of their farm hands brutally mutilated. Body parts everywhere. And where was Rufus? Well, they found him in his room, rocking himself back and forth, cradling his knees, laughing and smiling maniacally.
So wait, whatever happened to the kid?
Well, I'm glad you asked. You see, after the incident, Rufus was carried off to a mental institution in a larger nearby town. And there he spent the rest of his days. But once Rufus got there, strange things began to happen in the facility. Patients, doctors, nurses would come up missing at random, only later for parts of them to be found throughout the facility. They must have found some compelling evidence, because on his 27th birthday, Rufus was supposed to be transported to be executed in the electric chair. But strangely, a fire broke out in the main classroom of the asylum. And before too long, it turned into a huge raging inferno. No one made it out before the fire department got there.
Not even Rufus?
I mean, we can only assume that Rufus burned up with the rest of the patients and staff. But the weird thing was that one of the firemen who rushed into that building claimed to have seen Rufus running towards a back stairwell of the facility, his clothes on fire. And the even odder fact was that when that fireman got to that stairwell, no one was to be found. And to even top that, that stairwell led nowhere. You know, the funny thing is that asylum is right here in town. Not a lot of people remember what it was, and it's been a lot of things throughout the years. Once upon a time, I think it was even a bingo hall. Now it's a shopping center. However, the basement, well, that's still pretty well abandoned. After all the strange disappearances, well, that's when they shut it down.
Where is it?
What do you think we're leaning up against?
No.
Seriously, it's public record. Go check it out online.
We should totally break in.
I mean, there's nothing else better to do. Everything's closed right now. You know the best thing too? Just a few weeks ago, I found a subreddit on paranormal games. Someone posted how to summon him.
Seriously, on Reddit?
There's actually a lot of cool, fun stuff on there if you know where to look. And I mean, what better way to kill an afternoon?
Oh geez, what do we need?
Not much. Chalk, a mirror, a personal item for each one of us that wants to summon him. And the best thing is, I could probably just pull up the words on my phone that we need to summon him. This is going to be awesome. I can't believe you guys fell for this.
Still think this is a bad idea.
I mean, I don't know about this.
I think you guys are going too slow. Let's go.
So where's the staircase even supposed to be at?
I think it's somewhere right up this way. Pretty sure this is the door.
This was the last anyone saw of those 6 local college students, whose names are being withheld out of respect to them and their families. They were last seen on June 9th by the only survivor, who according to the footage, refused to accompany them into the building. He's refused to give further statements. One of the students mentioned finding the summoning ritual on Reddit, and thanks to his family, I was able to view his Reddit search history. I had a dead end early on, as the subreddit he mentions, Our Paranormal Games, has been inactive for nearly 2 years. With some further digging, however, I was able to find a post he created on Arcanes, another subreddit dedicated to paranormal games and rituals, looking for recommendations. While most responses to his request were met with jokes and no real assistance, I managed to locate a personal message on the student's account from a user known only as It Sees You. The messages themselves cannot be shown as they reveal personal information we've been asked to not include in our private investigation into the disappearances. The messages did contain a strange ritual to summon a demon of sorts named in the footage as Rufus the Rejected. The closest known paranormal game I can find is something called the Dark Reflection Ritual, where a group of people seeking good fortune perform a small ritual with an old mirror and break it. Should they survive a night of the worst luck possible for any human being to experience, it's said they will have increasingly good fortune for years to come. I was able to confirm the existence of a Rufus Hearn, and much of the legend presented in the footage itself was easily verifiable. So, what really happened to those 6 college students? Did their ritual work? Were they taken by Rufus the Rejected to some eternal damnation? We may never know. Update. The location was purchased a few months later by a local man named Fred Hearn. The long-abandoned building has been revamped into a local haunted attraction called Hell's Dungeon.
Okay. What do I have here? Oh, that was easy. Unsettling darkness. Check. General Vibe of Terror. Check. Fog in the graveyard. Check. Kill the lights, please. Ooh, trippy. Lights on, please. Black light room. Check. Voodoo priestess summoning the souls of the cursed and the damned.
You don't tell me when to summon souls.
Check. Souls of the cursed and the damned. Check. Psychopathic serial killer scarecrow. Check. Creepy demon mascot. Oh, hey Rufus. How you doing today, man? Collect any more souls? Oh, 3 or 4. Keep it up. Good work, man. You do good, check. Roll call, clowns. Need Chuckles, where you at? Hey there. Okay, Bonkers. Hi. Bubbles. Bubbles. Does anybody see Bubbles? Security check. Anybody got a 20 on Bubbles? Missing from the midway.
Negative.
Still never found Bubbles.
You're supposed to.
Oh no. Ah!
This is the last anyone saw the employee in the video or any of the figures depicted. His name is being withheld out of respect for him and his family. We were unable to locate the identities of anyone in costume that day. With all the disappearances surrounding the building, my team and I decided it was time to investigate. We contacted the current owner, Fred Hearn, and received permission to enter. Using both a video camera and an SLR, we documented various sections of the building. It wasn't until after we reviewed the footage that we noticed anything was wrong. What we discovered shocked us. Who donned the costumes the day he disappeared? Why did their images appear in the photographs? It left us with more questions than answers. With the Hell's Dungeon opening night fast approaching, are the employees and patrons safe? Or will Fred Hearn be forced to close the haunt forever? If you're planning on visiting the Hell's Dungeon yourself, take a moment to think about those we've lost so far. Will you be next?
Welcome to Hell's Dungeon. I'm Rufus. You're probably all wondering how you got yourselves here. While you're here visiting my dungeon, Hell's Dungeon, there are some rules that we need to make sure that you abide by. Wouldn't you get lost or, walking out of here with anything less than was already attached to you, right? So, anyways, the rules are simple. And you nasty, disgusting demons, please keep your face mask on. It's literally our most important thing. And I say don't run into my dungeon! Unless you got that bottle shut down your throat, I better not see you drinking again. That's one of our main rules. No, that's fine. Just keep writing down rules, with the cell phones out. And that's what happens when you break our rules. No smoking or vaping. You realize that does kill you, right? No flash photography! If you're fortunate enough, why don't you come down Fridays or Saturdays? Come see Hell's Dungeon.
And be part of the family. What other family do you got like this?
None.
Do it!
You're recording it?
Yeah!
Check.